Greetings and welcome to, I don't really know what to call this video. I guess it's a bead haul? Question mark? We'll go with that, I guess. I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple of new bead shapes that have been in the know, I guess, that have been coming out. And I figured that would be a good time to talk about them, to see, because I know you guys like to see bead shapes and see them kind of talked about and theorized about before you actually decide to drop an assload of money on them. So, yes, I've got 3 shapes that I want to talk about today. And these ones I really enjoy. So first we're going to start off with the Super Kheops. Now, sure, many of you are familiar with the typical Kheops par Puca. These are equilateral triangle beads with 2 holes in them that go this way in each side. So it makes very interesting physics and things. Well, Super Kheops are almost the exact same thing, but they are pointy. So, this is it standing up, and it has a little pyramid dome at the top, which is my freaking favorite. I love this a lot. This is what they look like. One is flat, one is pointy. I freaking love pointy things. That's also kind of why it took me so long to get into the Kheops bandwagon of the regular Kheops, because I like them. They're nice and jagged and pointy. As opposed to, like, the Arcos and the Minos. I don't really like those. They're round, and that's not really my aesthetic, so I really like the added pyramid thing. So when these started coming out, I'm like, yes, I need those in my inventory right now. But I think they're becoming a bit more prevalent in the States. I got these from the Whole Bead Shop, and they have some pretty good contacts when it comes to new bead shapes coming out over in Europe, because, yeah, the closest place I could find otherwise was in the UK, there was a couple of French places, and now Scarabeads has them over in the Czech Republic, so, yes, now we finally can kind of see the designs coming out with these. I really like this added dynamic of the pyramid. It just kind of adds a little bit of dimension. Now, these are the same exact size, so they're interchangeable, so you can pretty much use them in whatever pattern you want to, provided that one of the faces is unobscured by any other bead. So if you're doing weird crossy thingies on top of it, you can't use the Super Kheops with it. But to kind of compare, I think we've all seen these pieces in a previous video, but I'm working on another piece with this design. You can see on this side I have used the flat Kheops par Puca. They have no, it's just flat, and it looks nice, but when you notice the Super Kheops sticking out like this, it adds just another element of dimension that just really complements things, and I really like this. I tried to show you with this big one, but you kind of can't see the Kheops on the side because it ruffled up, and it didn't work out nicely, which I like the ruffle, it's just not what I was going for. So, yes, I really like this, the way these have panned out. Color selection is a little limited, at least in the States. A lot of the European places have a lot more colors. And in terms of price, they're actually pretty comparable. You'll notice that the Super Kheops are a few, like $1.50 cheaper per tube, and that's because they take up more space. So, running the numbers, they're about the same price, which is kind of cool. So, yeah, that's the Super Kheops versus the Kheops par Puca. I really like these in my pieces, and I need to buy more. What I bought, I got myself 2 tubes of Jet because I'm obsessed. I bought myself 2 tubes of Jet Bronze because I'm also in that color theme. I bought this, I forgot what it was called, like Earthy Copper or Coppery Jet, or like some weird, it was weird name description for a coppery color that I wasn't sure. And I got a silver full Labrador, as per usual. So those cover, like, the staple colors that I have. There are other finishes that are, like, more on the pastel-y side. There's a couple from Scarabeads that I want to buy eventually, but these ones I got at the Whole Bead Shop. I can leave links down below if you'd like me to, or if you want to check them out yourself as well. And Scarabeads has them too. But they're in the Czech Republic, so you'll be waiting for them for a little bit. Moving on! The next bead shape that has kind of been hitting trends lately is the GemDuo versus the DiamonDuo. These are two different manufacturers, but they're essentially the same size and shape. The only difference is the GemDuo has a flatter side. You see how the DiamonDuo kind of moves up into a point? Well, this point has kind of been cut off, and it's just flat. If you can kind of see how that goes in the facets. Whee! But these are also interchangeable. You can use GemDuos and DiamonDuo patterns, and vice versa. The whole position is the same. The only difference is that these do tend to be cheaper. I'm not sure if that's because of the manufacturer or what have you, but you can save about 60 cents to $1.50 per tube. Again, depending on where you get them, sometimes more, sometimes less. I personally wasn't too hyped about these, because I do like the pointier bits, because I'm all about the pointy bits. But, if you're looking at some patterns and you're like, oh my freaking god, these shapes are cool, and I really love this pattern, well then the GemDuos might be where you're headed for if you want to, like, save some money. But the one thing that did get me over, and win me over in terms of the GemDuo, is the color choices. There are a shit ton of color choices, and with the DiamonDuos they have the standard pastel finishes, some of the metallic finishes, your basic colors, but I bought this one, and this was some sort of coppery, I think it was a Capri Gold, it's like a half copper, which is really pretty, and that's why I bought that one. But then they came out with these backlit finishes, and holy freaking shit, these are amazing. I also got these from the whole bead shop as well, and they are basically like a lot of Rivoli finishes. They are silver-backed, but the front has this lovely color shifting, absolutely freaking magical. It kind of is reminiscent of mood rings, or like a lot of the third-party coatings of Swarovski's Rivolis that you can find. These I have been seeing everywhere, and I just had to grab pretty much one of each color, so I've ordered multiple times, because new colors kept getting released, and these aren't too prevalent in the States, I've been finding. So this one is Vapor, which is like a, kind of like a, if I could compare it to a Swarovski color, I'd say close to like Volcano, or a mid-vitrail. It's got blue, pinks, purples, and orange shifts. I have, let's see, Utopia, which, let's take a few of those out. It's like a green, pink, blue shift to it, and it warps as you move it around, which is freaking cool. I have Tequila, which is a goldeny, orangey kind of shift to it with a little hint of blue at the very edges of that. I have Periwinkle! Is not as interesting as the other colors, but still very pretty. I think I actually am missing one. I think I'm missing Pink Haze, which is not, it didn't really capture my interest, so I didn't grab that one. But yeah, this one's just kind of like a periwinkle blue. We have Spectrum. Spectrum, which is one of my favorites. This one's probably close to a vitriol, either medium. Yeah, probably a medium vitriol if you're familiar with that finish. That's what these look like. They shift greens to pinks to purples. Very vibrant. The camera is not picking this up at all, but using those in a piece is just probably really freaking fantastic. I have yet to, use them, because I have a tendency to just buy beads and hoard them. Petroleum, and this one frequently sold out, so I was finally glad to get some of these with the second order. This one shifts in greens and blues with little hints of pink towards the edges. It's really freaking pretty. And then we have these in baggies. I have Uranium, which shifts a bright gold and yellow with orange, which is kind of similar to Tequila, not as golden. A lot of these colors are kind of similar. So if there's like only a few that you'd be interested in, I would say go for that. Like, this one is very close to Utopia, I'd say. This one's got like some orangey shifts to it, and this one's pretty much just basically golden green, lime green. Utopia and Vapor is kind of similar. This one's more of a cobalty blue. This one is more of like a purpley pinky blue. Yeah, Tequila is kind of in this similar family. And then these last two colors are really cool. They're dark-based colors. I have Menthol, which I think is supposed to be like tobacco, because this one shifts in a deep rust color and a goldeny gold color. And it's really dark, and yeah, I think that's what they were trying to go after, is like menthol cigarettes or something like that, which, even though menthol I would assume would be like mint, but no, these are deep, dark, rusty colors. They're very, very pretty and very, very flashy. And probably one of my very favorites is Phase, which is like this bright, well, if a dark color could be bright, this is what it is. Maybe Vibrant is the best tone for it, but it's like deep purpley blue with flashes of gold and like a teal color. It's really freaking pretty. So that is those. So yes, that is kind of my take on the GemDuo versus DiamonDuo thing. It depends on what you're looking for. You don't really need to have both in your collection. If there are colors that you like on one and not the other, you can certainly change it up, compare, contrast. I would say that GemDuos do have a lot more interesting colors, though that being said, when on my little adventures searching through all this, I found freaking glow-in-the-dark DiamondDuos that I need in my collection, and I have no idea when the hell I'm gonna buy those, but I need them a lot because I'm obsessed with glow-in-the-dark things. And yeah, so that was the GemDuos, and then I'll show you, I got some freebies of some 2-hole Cabochons, and these are really cute. These are a lot smaller than I thought they would be. I'd never seen them in person before until I ordered from here. But I got some really cute 2-hole Cabochons that I have at least one design for plotted out. But when that's coming out is to be determined. So be sure you are subscribed, so you get updates for that. I have a sample of something that I whipped together using the GemDuos, and it's pretty much the same exact thing as the DiamondDuos. There's really no discernible difference between the two, so fun to work with, lovely shape. And the third shape I'm kind of mad about because I really like it, and you know how that goes. So the third shape is the Kite Bead. These ones I just got also from the whole bead shop. They seem to have this very, very convenient source to get beads that are really early to be shipped out, that aren't supposed to be shipped out yet, or aren't available yet, or I don't know the story about it, but this person got this very, very quickly, and yeah. So this is a kite bead, but it's very, very pointy, which is very, very much into my aesthetic. It's a 2-hole bead. Let me show you the whole orientation there. It is a kite. It kind of reminds me of a tooth or a teardrop thing. And it's just a very lovely piece that I don't need in my collection, but I'm probably going to do stuff with. So, and we got a couple of manufacturing errors with that one. Yeah, the kite bead doesn't have too many finishes. I got the ones that I was interested in. I got this in the jet bronze. I got it in a matte silver because I didn't see a shiny silver. Of course, I was not really paying too much attention, so there probably is a shiny silver. And I got a jet black because that's pretty much all I use. I didn't want to get too much into this, but you can make like little star-shaped motifs that are really cute. Maybe? Anyway, you get the idea. Like that, I was thinking of putting them in the front of bezels for Rivolis. I think that would look really cool and stuff, and it's just like another nifty thing that I didn't need in my collection. The price isn't too bad either. It's $3.75 for 10 grams at the whole bead shop, and prices will probably vary from source to source. But yes, that is what I have for you guys in terms of this little bead showcase. Be on the lookout for some more tutorials coming up. If you aren't part of our Facebook group at Creations from Lessons with Odin, you probably should if you want to see sneaky peeks of this finished piece, because I am working on that. It's going to be pretty spectacular when I finished with it. I've got the 2 components here. I have to do the 14mm bezel on that to go even higher up, and a little chain of ball thingies that I'm going to scoot around as the chain. But yes, you should totally follow me there and talk with a bunch of beaters that also enjoy having fun with things and stuff. So, I will leave links for that down below. Be sure to check out my other jewelry shenanigans here on YouTube, my tutorials, as well as my Skillshare classes. All pertinent links are down below. And I think that will do it from me. Be sure to like up this video and subscribe if you want to see more bullshit from me. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and of course, if there's anything I need to be trying out right now, feel free to let me know down below. I will see you next time.